Alright, so I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, you already have the new exotic shotgun that you earned after finishing the new exotic mission. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then A, you just click on whatever video you feel like, huh? I kinda admire that. And B, link in the pinned comment to check out that mission and that guide. But now let's cover a few other things. Every hidden song you can play on the in-game organ, which there appear to be 8 in total. Came up with 7 today while streaming, proud of that number, but learned there was an 8th on raid secrets. Yay for being thorough. We'll also cover what each song does. Some you may not want to play, but others are important for fully upgrading your new exotic shotgun. We're going to go over the physical location of each intrinsic shotgun upgrade. In short, first you play the song on the organ, but then you have to go and find the intrinsic upgrade itself hidden in the mission. There are 3 in total. Finally, I'll show you exactly where all 12 hidden crystals are, aka the illusory anchors, which you need to find and break with your shotgun in order to fully upgrade the weapon. Let's start with every song. Hidden throughout the mission, you may find random symbols that look like this. There are songs that you can play on the giant scorgan, that would be the scorn organ, found early in the mission. Some songs were easy to figure out, others were not. Good lord, Bungie. I'm gonna show you how to play each song with a string of numbers. If you don't know what they mean, just take a look at this screenshot right here. It's kind of easiest to just share the numbers of every key on the organ from left to right. Again, just take a picture right here, save this, and refer to it when trying to play any song. Starting with the 3 most important songs, which are for the intrinsic exotic shotgun upgrades, i.e. for when you're crafting it. The first song is 2, 11, 1, 10, 7, 6. Step onto the middle plate, shoot the notes in that numeric order, then step off the plate. You'll know you did it correctly if you see text that says something along the lines of ancient gears grinding deep within the fortress. That unlocks the location of the exotic intrinsic 2, which we will go and collect shortly. Remember, there is no intrinsic 1, that is the base shotgun exotic itself. Second song is 1, 4, 11, 1, 4, 10. You'll know you did it right if you read text on your HUD that says something like, sounds like a barrier giving way. That will unlock the location of the exotic's intrinsic 3. Again, I'll show you where that is shortly. The third song is 1, 8, 1, 6. You'll know you did it correctly if you see the text that says something like, sounds like a long sigh. That unlocks the location of the exotic's intrinsic 4 frame. I'll show you where that is shortly. And if you only care about upgrading your exotic shotgun, those are the only 3 songs you need to play on the organ. If you're curious, here are the other songs and what they do. The 4th song is 1819. You did it correctly if you get text that says something like twists your stomach into knots, and you also get 1 Festival of the Lost Candy, kind of a meme song, but whatever. The 5th song is as follows: 184 11 16 410. You'll get text that says something like, sounds like a child yearning for his father. That song unlocks a hidden area in the exotic mission where Fickrell has apparently set up a very sad looking shrine in honor of Uldren. You can find that room in the giant jumping puzzle area right before you leave the entire area via the cave exit way down low. The 6th song is 181 11 9. Do it correctly and you'll get text that says something along the lines of, it sends chills down your spine, what have you done? That can also unlock candy or an exotic tonic, or so I've heard. It gave neither to me. Let me know down in the comment section what it gave to you, if anything. The last 2 songs are more Easter eggs, kind of like the hidden Uldren shrine room. The 7th song is 479 626 71. You're essentially playing a Savathûn tune here. If you play it correctly, you'll get off the plate and you'll hear Savathûn laughing. That's all it does. Kind of funny. Or at least Savathûn thought so. The 8th and final song will trigger a hidden organist boss fight. I found out about this song via the Raid Secret subreddit, shout out to them. That song is 10 4 6 1 11 4 8 1. Play that song and you'll get teleported into a boss fight with some conversation from a few of the in-game characters talking about what the hell just happened. Apparently, the hidden organist boss fight is linked to the Act 3 key fieldwork quest offered by Ido, the one that wants you to, quote, discover powerful salvage in the exotic mission, but you can just do the fight if you feel like it. Alrighty, now why don't we talk about where to get those intrinsic exotic shotgun upgrades we unlocked from the first 3 songs on the organ. To repeat, first you unlock them by playing those 3 songs, and then you have to go out and actually find them in the mission. All of these can be found on either difficulty of the mission, so feel free to get them on standard difficulty, easier that way. The first one is really close to the organ room. If you're facing the organ and turn right, head over to the balcony area nearby, then go up the staircase and keep looking around until you find an otherwise empty bluish room. There will be an item on the floor you can pick up in the back of the room, and bam, that is Intrinsic 2 right there, which is our first out of 3. The next Intrinsic is where you enter the the very first mirror dimension area. Directly next to the room with the big tree root in it, if you go to the very end of a long hallway, there should be a door that is now open, and you'll find a knife on the floor. Grab that, and bam, that is Intrinsic 3 done right there, which means you only have one more to find. The final Intrinsic will be found after the red cave jumping puzzle area. When you get to about right here, where you would normally drop a rally flag before a fight, instead look around for 3 braziers in the room that you have to light. One should be in a doorway nearby behind a few chains, then continue forward for the next 2, which are in the room with the giant tree root in it, or whatever that is. Then when they're all lit, turn around and head back to where the rally flag point was, and keep heading backwards until you see a newly opened door from the way you came. Head into that room and interact with the vase, which will give you both an exotic tonic and Intrinsic 4 for crafting your exotic shotgun. GG. All right, last but not least, why don't we go over where to find the 12 hidden crystals, aka the illusory anchors. They come in groups of 3. You're gonna need to find and break all of them to unlock all of the options when recrafting your exotic shoddy later, if you care about that. They're basically the Revenant Slayer quest steps that you get from Ido, and in short, breaking the crystals will unlock all of the following options that you could potentially put on your shoddy, those options being Repulsor Brace, Loose Change, Stats for All, or Cascade Point, your call. Again, these crystals are in groups of 3 and they can only be found on the expert version of the mission. The first batch of 3 can be found the very first time you go into the mirror dimension in the mirror gallery area. For the first one, head through the portal, turn left, and head forward. It'll be a little hard to see, but if you ADS with your new exotic shotgun, it should be hovering right there in the air in front of you. Shoot it 2 times and break it good. The next one isn't too far away. The room with the giant tree root should be on your right. Head to the end of the long hallway in front of you, find it, and break it. The final one in this area is right nearby in that big room with the giant tree root in it. If you're in the room and facing the tree root, then turn around. It should be there kinda hidden in front of a very large door or window, whatever that is. Shoot it and break it, and that is Revenant Slayer 1 finished. The next bunch of 3 are in the first little boss fight that happens in the mirror dimension. The first is right in the dead center of the room above that little center focused platform. The very next one is off in a side room. It's kind of hovering up in the second cubby to the right of that general area. Find it and break it. The third and final one in the area is also on the outer edge of this little boss fight. It's out by a wall in between 2 large statues. Break it with your shoddy, and now we're halfway done. The third bunch of 3 can be found in the mirror dimension of the vestibule area. Enter the portal and immediately turn around back to the right, and it's right there against the wall. Head deeper into the vestibule area, then immediately turn right, and the next one should be in front of an empty table. Then head even further into the vestibule area past all of this random junk, and it should be against this back wall among other junk. 9 down, 3 to go. The final group of 3 can be found in the mirror dimension of the final boss fight. After heading into the mirror world, head over to the badass looking throne area, and one should be right there in front of the throne. Next, turn around, head down the ramp going left, turn around the corner, and look way up. It should be above you. Don't let it hide from you, shoot it and break it. The final one is up the big staircase at the side of the room opposite from the throne. Just head to the top of the staircase and turn right. It should be right around there, back against the wall. When you've broken all 3, just finish the mission on expert difficulty, which shouldn't be too hard because you're already in the final room on expert difficulty, and then you should be completely good to go with crafting your 100% finished exotic shotgun with every option available. Like today's video if it helps you in any way, and feel free to share with a friend or fire team member. FYI, I wanted to do the exotic review of this weapon on the channel for Wednesday, but because I'm putting together this second video on how to get all the secret stuff, I'll probably end up reviewing the shoddy on Thursday. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy the fully upgraded crafted shotgun. Peace.